So, if I watched that right, Ronda Rousey turned heel, didn't she, on Raw? Ronda Rousey's heel turn has happened. So, quickly recap on everything. There was that funny business on Twitter with the two of them, where they were working an angle, and I think people believed it was real. But it was because it's on social media and some of the language used, it made people think, holy, what the hell was that? But adds fuel to the fire, which is their rivalry. Becky gets reinstated after being suspended. The week before that, Ronda handed back the belt and said she wasn't gonna do the. She was gonna hand back the belt if she wasn't gonna wrestle Becky Lynch. Ronda comes storming back with that mean face. I've seen faces like that during the January sales, mate. So she comes storming down there, that mean face, fuming, and then says, "This is not what I wanted," and is given back the belt. So that the match is now changed to Becky versus Charlotte, with the winner facing the Ronda Rousey. Did I get that right? And then, did I hear it right, or did they then say it was now going to be a triple threat match for WrestleMania? Or it was heavily suggested that it was going to be a triple threat match because they threw the idea out there and everybody cheered, and then Ronda went in on Stephanie and said, "You only care about your bank account and I've done everything for you," and then she turned on the people, which is why I think it's a heel turn, because she turned and said, "And I've done everything for all you people. You people turned on me in my own hometown," which I knew would be an excellent catalyst and ammo for her to turn eventually at some point, because I remember that match against Charlotte. They cheered for Charlotte, they booed Ronda, and then they chanted, "You deserve it," when she got beaten up by Charlotte with the kendo stick. So I knew that could be the catalyst for a heel turn, and to be honest with you, going in there with Becky Lynch, now the fans will side with Becky, they will boo Ronda. We knew that the day after the Royal Rumble when Becky came out. I said they're going to have to switch this one up. I think I said it on air. They're going to have to switch it around so that Becky is the babyface, Ronda is the heel. And for all of you that may have your doubts about Ronda being a heel, let me just remind you of something. Anyone that's followed her UFC career will know this. Now, I don't know the person. I don't think she's a bad person. But I do remember her last two fights in the UFC, and I do remember the build-up and how she conducted herself, and she was a heel. I do not care what anybody has to say. Everyone remembers how she carried on towards Holly Holm on the week of that fight, on the eve of that fight, when she went after her and went at her in the way that she did, in very real-life heelish fashion, and then ended up getting defeated by Holly Holm. And then how she carried herself after that, refusing to speak to anyone and storming around, and she went into isolation, and then when she started emerging, it was like using intimidation tactics towards some of the MMA media, because apparently the belief is she felt turned on by the people that built her, and so she was like, pretty much, well, screw all of you then, alright, I won't talk to any of you. And she would act like a complete brat, storming off during the face-off, and Dana couldn't control her, and all this weird stuff. And then she was a heel. So she's pretty good at being a heel. I don't think she's a bad person in real life, though. I don't believe her to be a bad person in real life. Just she didn't carry herself very, very well, and she did come across as quite arrogant around that time too, with some of the things that she was coming out with. So I do believe that if she can use some of that fuel, some of that ammo, and I believe that she is working with Paul Heyman in terms of her promos and her angles, and I know that Paul Heyman's pretty much heading up a lot of the creative twists and turns with her. I think you could have a really vicious, compelling heel for the next couple of months, because I don't know what's happening with her afterwards, because from the sounds of it, she's going to be not as frequently appearing. Pretty much her contract expires, right? If I'm getting it right. But then she may be kind of drifting in and out. But I've heard that she wants to start up a family. Congratulations to her. So I don't know what's going to happen after that. But for the time being, we're going to have a very, very interesting heel on Raw, because Ronda does have that belief that people turned on her, and she's going to use that I think, and if she does use that, we've got some interesting things. And look, the way that she attacked Becky Lynch, pure heel. Yes, now Becky has done the same thing. Becky, when they kind of turned her into a babyface, never turned on the people in attendance, whereas Ronda did. So that's why I believe that Ronda's a heel in all of this. And there was some reaction to it. So it's pretty interesting to see. And it was also interesting how Charlotte backpedaled and wouldn't go in there because she's like, oh, no, I want the easy fight. So I loved that too. Now, it's interesting because Stephanie then done a post interview talking about the disgusting and despicable actions of Ronda Rousey and how she came across. But here's my thought. Now, for the time being, they want us to think that Stephanie's neutral in all of this. I believe that they're going to do Stephanie McMahon and Becky Lynch. I think they've already hinted at. Go back to their face-off. If you watch, she kicked her in the knee. It was very, very obvious that she'd done that. Why do I have a feeling, or one way that they could go, is that Stephanie and Ronda might be in on this all along. I told you that Ronda would show her true colours. I told you she'd show her true colours. And maybe that's the Ronda that Stephanie gets on board with. And what's that term? The enemy of my enemy is now my friend. It's just a way to go. If Ronda's going to be away for a while, you then build to Becky and Stephanie at some point, which is the female version of Austin and Vince. I can see them doing that. So that will be it's interesting. I'm going to be watching very, very much with a keen eye to see how this Ronda heel turn works out. Other than that, I'll just quickly say I enjoyed Raw. I was woken up by foxes screaming outside my house, so I did watch Raw live and then fell asleep. Everyone seemed happy. The Shield reunion. I don't know if Dean's staying though. I think he's pretty much leaving from the sounds of it. Dave Bautista. Oh damn, I can't find those glasses. You know, the brightly coloured sunglasses. Every time he's on, I'm going to wear them in honour of the fashion savvy Dave Bautista. The Jeff Goldblum meets the gym Dave Bautista. Hunter cut a great promo, by the way. I have to say, I thought that was awesome. And yeah, we've got a lot to look forward to. It's so interesting how different Raw is. Raw has been when they want to do stuff. I mean, the last couple of months of Raw have just been, you know, about as interesting as watching paint dry. So to have some things to talk about is great. And if you notice now, we're getting some really good heels on the show with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown, and I think there's a lot to do with him. Even if he loses the belt, I think they can do a lot with him. Ronda now turning heel. Dave Bautista is a heel. We've got some interesting heels for a change. I mean, listen, anything's got to be better than Baron Corbin. Anyways, I need to stop that. Alright, so let me know what you think. Do you think that was a heel turn from Ronda? How do you think Ronda's going to be as a heel? Are you familiar with the way Ronda was towards the UFC? Even talk about that if you want, how you felt. Because I know some people would probably side with her and see her point of view on that. So let me know what you think of everything. Comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert button, because for some reason YouTube doesn't want to tell people that I put videos out, because I am back. I'm YouTube's best kept secret right now. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below, share, tell your neighbour, tell your nan, tell the cat, tell the man walking the dog, and I will see you very, very soon.